Peace and light, that old guy, Australia. Like, share, subscribe, Instagram and YouTube. Hit the notification button. You'll know when I'm doing a video. Here I am over at the Ampol Foodery at Coogee in Sydney. Very early, 5:45 a.m. Joe wanted to know why I was leaving early, and it's pretty simple. If you've ever driven through the city, particularly to Coogee, you got to come around through the airport, and boy, it is the most confusing drive. And they're always doing roadworks. And then you've got idiots, people driving like maniacs early in the morning. But I'm just over city traffic. I just don't enjoy it. And so if I leave early enough, there's hardly anybody on the road. It means when I get to wherever I'm going, I end up having to wait. But that wait is much better than having to crawl along in a sea of metal sludge, So I just went in to get a coffee, and their coffee machine's broken. So these tradies that have been going in there this morning are going to be very disappointed. You can't get a coffee. Me either. I'll probably have to wander down the street here at Coogee and see if there's a cafe or something open. I'd murder for an egg and bacon roll. Just picking up some windows, actual glass skylights off a builder here. Go Marketplace. Don't worry about getting mugged by some big islander or whatever might be the case. Most of the stories are good. Marketplace, Facebook Marketplace, great place to buy and sell. So this builder's installing some opening skylights, and the owner's flogging these ones off. So we're going to take them down to Leanne Riley Roberts' place after Christmas. Dougie Harrison is going to be down there, and Matt. And we're going to install them on her roof so that she hasn't got to have lights on all day over winter. Anyway, that's another story. Look, on the way over, I was listening to an interview with Alex Jones, who was interviewing David Icke. Now, I don't care how you think of either of those people. Not my circus, not my monkey. But the big thing I got out of it, and I haven't listened to the whole thing, but I will listen to the rest of it on the way home. David Icke was saying how mainstream alternative media has gone gangbusters in the last 5 years, and that's very, very true, because people are turning away from mainstream media in droves. I mean, you only got to look at the polling figures of CNN or CNNBC or ABC, or here in Australia, Channel 9, Channel 7, Channel 10, ABC, SBS, whatever. Their figures have dropped dramatically from their viewership, and people are turning to alternative media and using their phones, basically, or whatever might be the case, to watch, as I do, tremendous amounts of information that's coming out. And the more you watch, the more it's revealed to you of the lies you've been told and are being told. So why wouldn't you go to mainstream alternative media? That said, there's plenty of platforms out there with Telegram, Rumble, X, Truth Social. I don't know, there's heaps of them. Whichever ones you particularly want to go to, that's entirely a personal decision. So don't let anybody say, well, don't go there. It's like people telling you that certain people are controlled opposition, or they're shilled, or whatever might be the case, or they paid opposition, Russell Brand or Tucker Carlson or Alex Jones or whatever might be the case. Joe Rogan, he's a shill. All sorts of stuff. I don't listen to anybody. What I listen for is the information, how it sits with me, what I can use, how I can weaponize what they give me, what I hear, what I listen to, what I watch, what I read. All that information, I get it, and I give it to the people I think it's relevant to go to, that they need to hear that kind of viewpoint or that information or that research or whatever might be the case. So, the bottom line and the truth is that nobody knows a damn thing. We really don't know. We're only making guesses and assumptions, and we're full of hope. But in the end, I know we win. So mainstream alternative media, or MAM, go figure, has become such a big thing that those who are wielding the power are looking to polarize it and split it. And they're doing that through people, the same people I just mentioned then, who are saying, don't watch them, don't listen to them, don't go there, don't do this. They're using those people to polarize and factionalize mainstream alternative media, because they know it's such a powerful weapon. It's being wielded against them, and they can't beat it. They seriously cannot beat it. Joe Rogan's got the biggest viewership in the world, or pretty much. And we've got the head of the ABC here criticising him, saying that he's a misinformation expert and blah, blah. He interviews people from all sides of politics, all sides of narratives, all sides of faith, all sides of ideologies. So you know that that's just bullshit. That just shows you how freaked out these self-egotistical bloody people and outlets are. I mean, the ABC in Australia, it's got $2 billion worth of funding, taxpayers' money, no advertising, and what happens? What happens? They're just all left-leaning. They're supposed to be unbiased, and they're never unbiased. It's absolute bullshit, and the sooner the ABC is cut off at the knees, or actually cut off at the head of the snake, the better. The sooner the ABC folds, the better off Australia will be. We know it's the voice of the Greens and the Labor Party. We understand that. But there is no left and right anymore. There's just none. You notice that Peter Dutton, Mr. Potato Head from the Liberal Party, cannot wait to sign the misinformation bill. He's rushing it through himself. They're using it through Instagram, so people under 16 cannot use Instagram. This is where the test case is, because you'll have to verify yourself, and the only way you can verify yourself is with a digital ID. They're trying every single direction that they can get, everything they can do. They're throwing at this to try some way to get in the door. And people are going, oh, the digital ID bill was thrown out last week. Well, yes and no. Yes and no. That was a bit of a distraction, because over here they're doing this with Instagram. If you're under 16, you can't access Instagram. How are you going to do that? You have to prove it. You have to prove it with a digital ID. Oh, my God. They're all snakes in the grass. Two wings, one bird, same bird. The idea that there's a left and a right, I will always use those terms, but a left and a right is really just it's a fallacy. It's to keep you guessing, keep you discussing, and keep you thinking that you have some say in things. But yes, we understand why they do that. So now they're trying to polarize mainstream alternative media and get people a lot of dissension and debating and arguing and splintering amongst them, because they've got no choice. They've got to try and break it up. And David Icke speaking about that in that particular interview. And so I want to go and watch the rest of it. But I just want to encourage you. It's like if you're in a battle and say you ran out of ammo, and there was a fallen soldier there, and it was the opposition, but it was a fallen soldier, but they had a gun, but it wasn't your gun. But it had ammunition, but it wasn't your ammunition. You just pick it up and use it. You've got to know that there are certain things that you can take from everybody, and you can help use that information to not just form your own education and realize what's going on, but you can help others with that information as well. So don't throw the baby out with the bathwater, right? Just don't. Don't listen to those people who only want to go onto a post and go, they're a shill. They're paid opposition. They're the ones doing the damage. They're the ones doing the damage. Don't listen to them. Don't get involved. And don't try and argue with them, because you can't. You really can't. They're not there to be won over and then you won't get those people going, oh, I didn't realise that. Oh, fantastic. I'll listen to him now or her now, whatever might be the case. No, they are there to try to convince you, that their opinion is right. They are the way, they're the truth, they're the light. No one comes to the truth but through them. Don't listen to those people, don't get involved with those people, don't try and argue with those people. It's arguing with a pigeon, you know the one? So, anyway, I'm going to go down to Main Street at Coogee. Still got 45 minutes now. And see if I'd murder for an egg and bacon roll. So I'm going to head down to Main Street at Coogee. Oh, Coogee, my God. The Coogee Bay Hotel. Yes. The scene of the crimes, I guess. Used to go to Coogee Bay Hotel quite a bit. Jimmy and the Boys, the Angels, Radiators, all those bands, My Sex. I mean, oh my God. That's the story, I guess. The Radiators are playing. If anybody knows the Radiators, two of the guys are from Bega, and the guy I was with knew one of them. And so we went to the Coogee Bay Hotel. And when they'd finished their gig, we went backstage with them, and we were munted. It It was messy. It was pretty bad. Good, bad. Look, this is a long time ago. And, at some point during the night, something clicks in your head and you go, oh, I got to go. So I don't even know how. I don't remember everything. I really don't. I somehow convinced this taxi driver to drive me from Coogee to Cronulla. And when I got to Cronulla, I got him to pull up on Allura Road and I did a runner. And I was going over fences and into backyards and in and out of bushes. And somehow, like a homing pigeon, I ended up at where I was living. I don't know how. And standing right behind me on the stairs was a taxi driver. He'd followed me the whole way. I wasn't running anywhere. I was staggering, falling over, crashing into bushes, thinking I was some kind of ninja. It wasn't working. Anyway, I never did pay him because he came inside and had a heap of billies with us. So those, sorry. Look, those were the days. Don't condone any of this stuff. I'm just saying that's how things were, and they're not anymore. Anyway, so, oh God, sorry. I got 1,000 of those stupid stories. Peace and light that old guy Australia. Like, share, subscribe, hit the notification button, Instagram, YouTube, and you'll know when I'm doing a video.